Somebody hit me up on Twitter with footage of Hansen Yang. How do you guys feel about Hansen Yang, man? I don't know if you know anything about him. I don't know anything about him. But he's a 7'2", 19-year-old out of China. And here's some clips of him at the combine. Or, I don't know. This is some clips of him playing basketball. All right, show me the clips, man. Where's the basketball, man? Why is there a whole 30 seconds of him talking to someone? Here is 7'2", Hansen Yang. Let's see. Yeah, that's getting punched. Yeah, that's getting punched. That's getting swatted. Yeah, that's getting punched. Yeah. Look, maybe a guy like Hansen Yang turns into a great NBA player. I don't know. I can't predict the future. Nikola Jokic was a second-round pick, I think. But I and saying that his lack of athleticism isn't going to translate to the NBA is the same thing people said about Nikola Jokic and Luka Doncic. But, like, I'm not seeing even an NBA level of speed right here. I know this is just a workout. But he's getting... That dude's getting moved out of the lane, and these dunks are getting swatted into the second row, bro. He's 7'2" with skill, though. He's got a shot on him, you know? Another thing about a 7'2" Chinese man is that he'll play for about 6 years. Because we saw this with Yao Ming. And he ended up having 2 broken feet, and he couldn't play anymore, man. Much like Joel Embiid. Guys this size play until they're 30, and that's pretty much it. But I don't know. I can't say anything negative about him. And the Sixers in the second round with a 35th pick, if they would take a project guy like that, that's cool. You know, and who knows if he even comes over yet. He's 19 years old. Or he's 18. How old is he? 19? Yeah, who knows if he even comes over yet. But I have no quarrels about what the 76ers do in the second round. You know what I mean? I just don't. I think Adem Bona was an amazing pick for the 76ers in the second round. Because that's a guy that came in and could play in the NBA day one if used correctly. You know, 6'10", 250. 6'10", 250. And can rebound and block shots. I thought Adem Bona should have been playing off the bench day one just because of his size and athleticism, but Nick Nurse had other plans because he's an idiot. But if the Sixers take a project guy who doesn't even come over yet, and then he comes over 3 years from now and he turns out to be one of the best foreign players of all time, that could very well happen. I don't know. So, I mean, if you ask me, what do you think about drafting him at number 35? Sure, go ahead. But so I went to a mock draft here just to look at what other players are hovering around the second pick at number 35. Hunt, rather trade Joel instead of a third unless San Antonio takes Ace. Well, they're not trading Joel Embiid because you can't trade Joel Embiid because he's on a max contract until 2029 and he played 18 games last season. Nobody's trading for that contract until they see if Joel Embiid is healthy. And if Joel Embiid is healthy, you're not trading Joel Embiid anyway. Because if he's healthy, he's one of the best players in the league. The best player in the league, actually. The most unstoppable player I've ever seen with my own 2 eyes when he's healthy. So if he's healthy, you're not trading him. If he's not healthy, you can't trade him. There's no Joel Embiid trade going down. I just don't think it's ever happening. I don't think it's ever happening unless Joel Embiid requests a trade. Anyway, who else we got at number 35, man? We got, this mock draft has number 35, the Sixers taking a dude named Ryan Kalkbrenner out of Creighton. A 7'1", 270-pound senior. What? Bro, 7'1", 270 is massive. That's Joel Embiid size. This kid's 7'1", 270, bro? Hold up. Where was I at? Ryan Kalkbrenner? 7'1", 270? He averaged 19 points per game last season at Creighton. I mean, at 7'1", 270 in a school where you're not playing the best teams in the country. Sure, he was dominating. He averaged 9 rebounds a game. All right, we got a Ryan Kalkbrenner, dude. Holy cow. 7'1", 270. Let me see if I can find something on this guy. 7'1" big man turned heads during NBA draft combine. I want to see what his shot form looks like if my internet wants to work. I want to see what his shot form looks like. Let's get Ryan Kalkbrenner's draft combine workout. Ryan is a steal, somebody said. Future Brooklyn Nets player. Somebody yelled first round pick. Why is Maluach projected so much higher than him? I think Maluach is 7'2", 250 and can jump out of the gym. I think that's why. I think Maluach just, even as a rebounder and a defender, even though, yes, he did finish a Final Four game with 0 rebounds. Let's see if we can find Kalkbrenner highlights on Twitter. Ryan Kalkbrenner. Kalkbrenner is a pure scorer. Kalkbrenner is sweet. That's the guy you want at 35. Can he rebound? If so, take him. He averaged 9 rebounds a game. Now that was again, not against the best competition in college basketball, but he averaged 9 rebounds a game out of Creighton. I'm pretty sure Kyle Korver went to Creighton. Am I right about that? Kalkbrenner is a big stiff, Mike says. Well, first of all, pause on the big stiff, but second of all, I don't know how you know that, but I respect your opinion. I don't know anything about him. I've never seen him play. Let's see if we can get up a little how do you spell his name, dude? Dude, Kalkbrenner is an insane name. Ryan Kalkbrenner. And let's see if we can get some NBA draft combine stuff. Creighton's Ryan Kalkbrenner, 7'1" barefoot. Dude, I didn't even realize that was his combine measurement. That makes him like 7'2.5" or 7'3" with shoes on, bro. 7'6" wingspan and a 9'4" standing reach. Do you know who else has a 9'4" standing reach? Chet Holmgren. But this kid's 257 pounds. Chet Holmgren's about 84 pounds. How much does Chet Holmgren weigh? Chet Holmgren's 210. Chet Holmgren's 7'1", 7'2", 210. This kid's 260? I'm not even seeing the 260. It doesn't look that filled out to me. We can't watch the college highlights because the NBA will snipe my YouTube channel, or college basketball will snipe my YouTube channel. But here he is. Here's his shooting form in the combine. 7'1", 250 and can shoot. Hey, man, that's a good stretch 5 right there, huh? Big stretch 5. I guess he's like, who would you compare him to? Like Brook Lopez? Or do you think he's more offensively skilled than Brook Lopez? I'm getting Brook Lopez vibes, man. Maybe that's a bad comparison. Let me know what you think of that. Do we have any, like, post-up highlights here? I mean, if he has a sweet form on the jumper from the three-point line, I'm sure he has nice, turnaround hooks and turnaround fades and things like that. Ryan Kalkbrenner, man. I think I'm taking him over the Chinese guy. First of all, I don't think the Chinese guy is coming over right away. And this kid played in college and put up some damn impressive stats. 19 points per game and 9 rebounds a game. I think I'm taking him, man. If he had more talent, he'd already be in the league. Well, that's true, actually. He's a senior. Wait a minute. Mike S. in the chat. That's a solid point, bro. He's a senior. How's this man 7'1", 250, 260, 270, and isn't in the NBA yet, and is coming out of Creighton as a senior? Mike, not only would he already be in the league, he would have at least been transferred to a bigger college. Valued college? Hey, man, you can come and get this NBA money and still finish your college online or whatever, dude. You know what I mean? Valued college. I don't know, man. I'd take that kid over any Drummond minutes. Miles Turner. Hey, solid. I think solid comparison. Frank the Tank. Frank Kaminsky, you mean, right? Not Will Ferrell. Frank Kaminsky comparison. Not a bad comparison. Not taking a center, we have Embiid. Well, in the second round, you're not really drafting a player that you plan on playing right away. And I think in the second round, you get a guy. Yeah, I don't think anybody thinks you're drafting a guy that's going to play in place of Embiid. I don't think you're drafting a guy in the second round who's going to play at all. But as a backup center, I don't know, though. As a backup center, I want more athleticism and defense and rebounding versus a guy that can shoot threes as a backup center. You know, that's why I like a Dembona so much. But if I could get Maluach, I'm taking him. But listen, man, Joel Embiid's going to be gone in probably 3 years. Now you just said you want to rebuild. Do we have Embiid?